We have got a model from MicroWorld here today, and this thing's massive. This is the Guan Yu Warrior. This will be my first MicroWorld review on my channel here. I mean, as you can see, this thing's gigantic. And for the sake of this right now, I'm going to take his flags off his back because these things are aggravating. So we'll talk about the good things about this model, the bad things about this model, where you can purchase this and how much it is, and how much actual work you got to put into this model to complete it. Where I picked this up at is, it's on a site called Tri-M. So it's TRI-M specialty products. And they sell a lot of metal models on there. They sell other stuff too, like puzzles and such, but that's where I get a lot of my MicroWorld, and also they got a lot of MU models on there. So this differs from Piececool and Metal Earth models, which I'm usually building. This thing has, I think it's got 0 round pieces. So there's no rounding with any of these MicroWorld models, you know, at least this one and the other ones that I've built. There's no rounding, it's just all straight bends. Let me go ahead and give you the price on this thing. It is $70 on the website, and it's got shipping also. But usually they got an offer going, you buy 2 models, you get 1 free. So, you know, it's actually kind of worth it in the long run. And this thing's really big. So the thing that about MicroWorld is, like, all these, see, they're just really thin. These like accent pieces. A lot of them are just real thin pieces of metal here. And it bends really easy. So that's one downfall of this. All the MicroWorld that I've seen is this shiny metal, which smudges very easily. You get your fingerprints on it easily. So that's a downfall, and it scratches very easily. You gotta be careful with this when you're building, because you can scratch this metal very easily. But it does have a unique look to it when you get it done. I mean, look, it really shines. It looks really cool. That's what actually drew me into these models, was how they, you know, glistened with the light. I mean, they're really cool looking. It's really different. So these directions, this is one thing that people complain about MicroWorld, is the directions. So with the directions, this is the issue you're gonna have. This piece, they actually have, you know, they kind of show you somewhat how to bend it, especially here. It shows you the shape, so that's nice. A lot of these pieces do not do that. So like, it's going to give you this piece right here, and then it's just going to show it completed right there. And so it doesn't really hold your hand and walk you through it like Metal Earth does. And a lot of these pieces, you know, you kind of got to look at them and find out how to bend them, because they do not show you. There's no red and yellow. With Metal Earth, it'll be red and yellow showing you how to fold it flat or bend it. And with this, there is not. So these directions can be a pain in the butt. I think if you're going to do MicroWorld, you need to have some experience. Don't just jump into this, because you're really going to struggle with these directions and have a problem with them. All right, so with these directions here, one of the parts that I messed up on this model is this right here. When I put this piece onto the head, you put it on the base of the head here, I put this upside down. So it's longer on the bottom than it is on the top. It's shorter. So I put it upside down and it would not fit. When I tried to put it on, it was like jamming down into its shoulders, these pieces were. So I had to take it, I didn't know what was going on. I sat and looked at it, and I ended up having to take it apart and flipping it over. So one other thing that I've done was I actually forgot these silver pieces here. I completed this whole model, and then I had these left over on my sprue, and I was like, oh my goodness. So I went back through the directions trying to find them, and I finally found them, and luckily I was able to get those in there and fold them tabs somehow. It was really, really hard, but I actually got them on there. So really pay attention where you are on these directions, because they are so long that, you know, you can skip over something very easily. So a lot of these pieces of metal actually they go around another piece of metal. So like, see this green right here? This green part actually goes around a black square piece there. So you make the black square piece, and then this green part wraps around it. You gotta like spread it apart and put the tabs in. So it's really easy to scratch the piece underneath it doing that. This model consists of a lot of that. But let's go over one last thing here that actually was wrong with these directions. So I got all the way to the end of this model. Everything went pretty smooth. I got all the way to the end. I was building this flag section here, the flags that go on his back. I got all the way here, and I tried to attach this second piece of flag onto here after I, did the directions here. I connected these pieces onto this piece, and then I tried to connect this on, and it would not fit. There's no way that you can get this on with these on. I mean, if there's a way, I could not see it. I ended up having to take it apart and take these off of there, take these wing looking pieces off, connect the flag on, and then put the wing pieces on last. So I don't know why they have it on the directions that you need to put them on first. You need to put this second flag, put all 4 of your flags together, and then install your wing pieces here. On the right side of your screen, you're going to see a couple videos you guys can go and watch that is metal model related. Other than that, I really appreciate you guys for watching, and until next time, happy building.